one.
We are here for you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We Oh, sorry. Hello.
Beautiful.
I'm Corey.
I'm Allegra.
I'm Hannah.
And welcome to We Are Here for You. Hold mommy's drink. You need a haircut. As usual, we are hoping to bring education, a little humor, of course, cocktail hours, very important to all of us. And I also just want to touch on today we're doing kids cuts. I've talked to a couple moms lately who, now that salons are open, they have reservations about taking their kids in because, you know, the guidelines are so strict, no beverages, no snacks, just your phone and payment. And, you know, you both have to wear masks, and that can be really challenging for kids. So we are hoping to provide this education if you don't feel comfortable going back. That being said, we always do a little fun icebreaker. And today is pics from your childhood and mostly related to hair. So do you guys want to see like a mad teenage Corey, a sweet young Corey, or a high school biatch?
Ooh. I want to see it like a teenage mad Corey.
Dealer's choice. Here we go.
Oh, look at that face.
Oh, yeah.
RBF all the way.
That's good. Wow.
Amazing.
And I just have to show you this.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a mom.
Oh my God, look at your hair.
Is that prom, Corey?
I have no time.
Wow.
That.
That's pretty special.
Those are my ugly pics, y'all. What about you, Hannah?
Well, I have two options as well. Maybe you just like to see both.
Yeah,
One is very, very unfortunate. I think this is circa, I don't know, third grade, fourth grade.
Oh, those are the best.
No, huh?
Those are the best.
Take note of my bangs. Now it's a small photo, so I'm gonna try and like.
Oh, wow. Is that you and Karen? Who is that? Oh,
That's Mom. And my bangs.
so dark.
Making a really awful face.
Your bangs are like a springboard.
I know. Now here is 6-year-old me.
Oh.
Oh, so cute.
That was my favorite outfit that I picked out at the local clothing store on Bainbridge Island.
That is
I think
adorable.
one of the only clothing stores there for kids back in the day.
Hannah, now I see Ella.
Yeah,
I saw it.
from that picture, yeah, totally.
I do
That's
too.
good. She is yours.
Yes.
I have one photo to share with you guys, and I hope you can see it.
A little bit closer. I see.
Where's your face?
Yeah, where is your face?
There's no face. I'm picking my ass.
Your hair's so long, Allegra.
No, I'm pulling my wedgie out of my butt cheeks. Beat.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I love it.
How old were you?
I think I'm like 5.
That's so cute. Your hair is so
5?
Yeah, it's really long and very blonde. So,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Those are awesome.
Good stuff. So today, as Corey said, we are talking about kids cuts. Specifically, Corey and Hannah are going to be demoing on their children. So first we're going to have Hannah up, and she is going to demo on Ella a 1 length haircut. Ella's hair is about shoulder length right now.
Yeah, a little bit past.
A little bit past. So this cut really can apply to a lot of different textures, density, or length. So this could be even longer hair. It could be even a little bit shorter. It's pretty simple, but it definitely helps get off the split ends, anything like that. And then Corey is going to be doing a clipper cut on her son, Charlie. and she's going to be showing how to use the clipper and then talking about what's happening on top of his head as well. So, Hannah, if you want to take it away.
Goes. Ella, you're up. Come sit up here. Like right now. Thank you.
Hi, Ella.
We are on a time frame here.
As we know, kids are tricky.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Here's Miss Ella. I'm going to adjust the screen for this.
Cool.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
great.
So for Ella's hair, like Allegra said, it's a little bit past her collarbone. I'm going to adjust it one more time. Yeah, past her shoulders. So I'm just going to be doing a baby trim on her, like taking an inch off because she doesn't really want to go much shorter than that.
Mhm.
So I just sprayed her hair down with a spray bottle, which is something that you need, or if they take a bath or shower, just have their hair damp. Scissors. And there's a link in our website, right, for the scissors?
Yes, all of the tools that you're seeing today are actually all listed on our website in the tools section. So feel free to check that out. And there's links to buy them.
Okay,
Cool.
so I'm going to break it down and literally I'm going to try and do it in 5 or 6 steps. So all I did was I parted her hair down the center and I parted it into quadrants from ear to ear forward. There's one right here and then one in the back, 2 in the back right there.
Mhm.
And as you can see, it's not perfect parting, so don't feel like you have to be spot on with it. So anyways, I have 2 up front, 2 in the back. And then I'm going to turn your head. Okay. So I'm going to break it down into hopefully just 3 sections on each side. She has a little bit thicker hair than most normal kids, I think. So some of you out there might be able to do this in 2 sections and be totally fine.
Hannah,
Yeah.
what tips do you have for parents to keep their kids still?
Bribery.
Yeah.
What's good bribery?
For me lately, it's been a Netflix video like Peppa Pig.
Cool.
You know, popsicles, candy,
Whatever they're into.
wine. Just kidding.
Little whip pop.
That would help me out. Okay, so here's my first section. Keep your head down. Oh, God.
Someone can't turn their email off, and I guess it's me. So, ding away.
Popular girl.
So when you're doing this, again, the hair should be damp is probably going to be the easiest way to do this.
Okay.
You could try it dry if your child has super fine, thin hair. So it's really hard to see this against the black cape, but I'm just keeping super low elevation and keeping the hair taut and then just simply cutting off the amount that you want to cut off. And I'm taking this, the first section was down the middle. Second section that I'm combed down was on the right-hand side. Third section, comb down and do the same thing and just connect the line that you started in the middle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you taking like a ½ inch off?
No, I'm taking like an inch. Okay, next section, I'm taking big sections too. So that was my first one. I'm just gonna go for it and do 3 sections on her. So this section's probably 2.5, 3 inches big.
Okay.
So, I mean, yes, this is a super quick haircut. It'll get the dead ends off your kid's hair. It may not be completely perfect for you at home, but it'll get the job done.
Cool. Do you like to have Ella keep her head down like that when you cut?
Yes, that helps keep everything even.
Right on. Ella, you're being so still.
Keep your head down, right? Okay, so again, I'm doing down the middle, finding my previous guide that I cut and following that, going to the right side. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You could go to the left side or the right side. I just happen to go to the right. Find the guide again, follow the line, same for the left.
And really, you could choose any length, but
Yeah.
I would suggest less is more.
Yes.
I agree.
Just until you can feel comfortable going back or ever
And
go back.
another disclaimer, I mean, Corey and I are professionals and do our kids' hair. I don't know about you, Corey, but I mean, this shit's not perfect all the time, especially with a kid moving around.
No.
So, I mean, don't beat yourselves up if it's one side's a little bit longer.
That's a really good point. Even cutting kids in a salon, I mean,
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear clients say like kids' haircuts are so expensive, but you know what? Sometimes they're the hardest ones to cut.
They are.
yeah, it is challenging.
Okay, so I just took the last section down
The last section of the back.
of the back, yeah.
Okay.
Doing the same thing, just comb it all the way back down the middle, find the previous guide, cut. Keeping low elevation for all of this. And low elevation meaning that you're not bringing the hair up like this, you're keeping it down and holding it tight.
What would it do if you did bring it up?
It would create layering,
Ooh.
which is not a bad thing, but if you're not trained in that, it can look very uneven and not good.
It get a little dicey.
Yeah. Keep your head straight.
I find too, Hannah, that sometimes I do, like I'll try and do most of Charlie's and then there's like this weight chunk in the back that I deal with later. Maybe the bang is a little bit uneven. So it's kind of doing it in sessions.
It's an evolution.
Yeah. That is the benefit of doing it at home.
Yes. Okay, now up front, she has lower density, so I can break this into 2 sections on each side. So 1 section, 2 section right here. And if we're running out of time, I can just do this section if you need to move to Charlie.
Okay. I don't even know where I am.
Okay.
So why don't you just show us one side and then we could move on. Just
Yeah.
really good to.
Okay, so I brought down that side section and I'm literally just gonna slice it in half with the comb. Get this out of the way. And I'm sorry, but I have to turn a little bit. Okay, so you're just gonna find the back that you previously cut, the shorter, and marry it with the front longer pieces, finding that guide.
And in front, the head should be up instead of down?
Yeah. Yes, Ella.
And how important is like the angle of your finger
Good question.
when you're cutting?
Because if your finger is going like this, you're gonna
Yeah.
cut angle, which could be cute. Maybe you want that.
You definitely don't want this.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go this way. This is like Timothy Hamill, not cute. Straight,
Not age
a little
appropriate.
straight, or a little bit angled, super cute. Okay, so last section on that side, bringing that down. Again, just find your guide. Put the previously cut hair head straight.
What if you can't find your guide?
Then just start cutting. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you can't find your guide, go back and take a smaller section from like your previous portion of the hair that you cut in the back and take a smaller section up front. So it's less confusing. You're not working with so much hair.
Mm.
You can find
Yeah.
it. Do you guys
So the
agree?
So the takeaway is if you can't see your guide, take less new hair.
Correct.
Okay.
Please look up. Straight. See, now if they're doing this and they're tilting down and you have a straight line like that and they put their head up, normally, then you're gonna have this angle. So making sure that their head is straight.
Not good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's that.
Cool. So Hannah's gonna continue doing the other side, and then Corey, we're gonna get into you.
I am also going to just adjust my screen for a moment. Your turn. You're up.
Can you show Fox my haircut?
No.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
Hi, Charlie.
What did they just hit?
Because they're saying hi to you. Say nice. Sorry. I gotta sit on this to put it down.
Charlie, I like your shirt.
And I am. Okay. Is that
Okay.
good?
Oh,
So, the tools you need for the at-home is a spray bottle, clippers, comb, any kind of clip to get the hair out of your way. And I like to have thinning shears to blend mistakes. And those you can really get anywhere. Again, we have the scissor link on our website. So we're just gonna start by sectioning. For me, it's really helpful to have this tape at home because it just prevents like a lot of cleanup on their skin.
mm-hmm.
So you wanna wet down the top. This hair is beyond in need. And you're kind of taking this little recession here and getting it out of the way on both sides. The recession is, I guess a hairdresser's term, but it just means where the temple or like above the temple where it goes in.
Mm-hmm. Corey, are you going to be leaving the top of Charlie's hair that long, or are you going to cut it?
I'm going to cut it a little bit.
Okay.
Because it really needs it. Every other haircut, I typically just do the sides and then the top, but today it really needs it.
Cool.
Corey,
Yeah.
does Charlie need styling products? Does he-
No.
No.
That's why I love this haircut. Okay, can you look at your feet? So you can see it's a basic horseshoe. And you can find that by putting the comb here and seeing where the head bends. So I'm gonna use a 3.5 guard and I'm gonna mute while I clip her because nobody can hear me. And Allegra is going to be my voice. So we're gonna start side, side, back. Okay,
Cool.
here we go.
All right. So these are the clippers that we actually have listed on our website. They are pretty pricey, but you can definitely use less expensive clippers as well. We just like these because we use them in the salon. So she's just going straight up on Charlie's head. She's going with the curve of his head. So meaning she's not leaving a ledge right here. She's going, keeping the clipper kind of flat to the head and bringing it all the way up until there's that recession section that she's clipped away. So she did one side, now she's moving to the other side, and then she'll move on to the back. And again, she said she's using a 3.5 guard for this, which is a really universal, nice length, I think. It's not too short, not too long. It grows out well. So his head is down in the back, which is really helpful to have them look at their feet. It makes it easier to get in there with the clipper. So
And
she's
she's not doing any fading or anything, correct? Yeah.
just one length, following the head. And it really helps too. You'll kind of see her do this, but depending on how the hair grows, you want to use the clipper opposite of that. So, if the hair is growing down like this, that's why you want to go up. You want to go against the grain of the head, of the hair. Otherwise, it'll just kind of skim over the hair and not really cut it very well. So especially in the back, what she's doing there, that's pretty key. Just following the head. I have to say clippering it's super fun. It's very gratifying. It's like mowing the lawn, but better, less
Totally.
work. Yeah.
That first row that you get in, and
Oh.
it's like, yes.
It's good. I missed that. It's real good. So now she's done the back and she's marrying the back to the sides around the ear. And again, she's just going against the grain of the hair. And it's pretty easy to see how the hair grows. I think that's fairly easy to figure out. Hannah, did you finish your haircut?
I did.
Nice. It's beautiful.
I will put a disclaimer in there that the one side is just a touch longer. That's all right.
That's all right. All right, so I think she's finished clippering and she's gonna take the clips out, shake it out, and see where she's at.
So this is a trimmer. It's for around the ears and the nape. Sometimes I do it on him, sometimes I don't. It really depends on his mood. This would be for your edges. So your sideburn around the ear and like getting that peach fuzz off their neck. I'm not gonna do it today because I just feel like we don't really have time. But now I'm gonna do the top. So again, you just wet it. Grab your scissors. Oh. So the head, look at your feet. Okay. You're gonna take horizontal sections all the way across and hold it straight up. Okay, you're not gonna be able to do that at home. So let me switch back to a little bit of a, okay. Straight across, that's really hard for me to do. As you guys know, I like to flick.
She likes to stick the hair.
And then you just move forward towards the face. And just like Hannah did with Ella, you want to be able to see where you previously cut.
So using the section behind what you're cutting as your guide.
Exactly.
Great. How do you know how much to take off on the top?
I would suggest, depending on how long it's been since your child has had a haircut, I would suggest no more than a ½ inch because you can always go back and take more. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Your video, the frame is kind of cutting out the amount that we can see that you're cutting off. So are you doing like ½ inch, inch?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm doing an inch.
Okay.
And when was Charlie's last haircut?
Charlie's last haircut was in March.
Wow.
Yeah.
He really needed one.
We've had some events since then. He broke his wrist, et cetera, et cetera. So now, can you sit up straight, please? Good job. Now, if you have this feather blade at home from previous videos that we've shown you, if you don't, you can use scissors, but this is really the best way to do like a soft bang trim. So you just go in and parallel to the hair.
you done yet, Mom?
Almost, babe. This is what I mean by in sessions. Because right about now, he starts saying, "Are you done yet? Can I have my lollipop?"
No, I didn't say that.
Corey, I have a lot of friends who have young boys, and one of the biggest questions I feel like they're always asking me is blending the parietal. So like Corey said, the parietal being that like ridge up here. How do you blend that seamlessly or as seamless as you can?
Well, so what I do, because it's fast and easy, and we all know that's what works on kids, is I don't blend it. I cut it straight up, all one length, and then this stuff, if it's not long enough to fall over it, just let it grow.
Hey, shh. We have a
I
visit.
think that's a really good point. Makes it
Yeah,
easy.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can see that I left this stuff a little bit longer. So when I did the clip ring, this was the only time that I rolled out
Gotcha.
instead of going flush to the head, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're done.
And
Awesome.
like you said, Corey, thinning shears just help blend like any area that might have weight lines.
Any mistake you may make, you can take your comb and your shears and go over it like this. This move. See the teeth?
Yeah.
That's what thinning shears are for, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, great. I'm just gonna show you my model today. She has,
Cassie.
she needs braces actually, but she's not gonna get a haircut because I am no dog groomer. Thank God, because that shit's hard. So yeah. Sorry, Chas. No haircut for you.
Oh,
Right. Ooh.
doggy braces to come.
Doggy braces. I actually had a client ask me one time. She's like, "Is your dog gonna get braces?" I was like, "I don't think that's
That
a
doesn't exist.
Oh, that's sad. I like her. That's an underbite, right?
It's an extreme underbite, yeah.
I love it. It looks like dentures.
It's real intense. Jessie, do you want out? Okay, there you go. So, those were awesome demos. Thank you guys. And Charlie and Ella were great models. So we're gonna wrap up here and have a little happy hour. So, Corey, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking vodka and don't worry, I'm off the White Claw train. Just lime LaCroix.
Okay.
Simple.
Simple. I like
Yeah.
that. Hannah, what about you?
I'm just skipping the glass and just going straight for this.
Oh, wow.
Just write it. Like,
Is my go-to.
I like that brand.
It's really good.
Mhm.
Did I introduce it to you?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
what is the brand?
Badger Mountain.
I think it's organic.
Yeah.
I have a magnum of rosé here that I'll be taking into.
I want that.
Yeah, it's
So pretty.
so
It
good.
is beautiful.
Yeah, I think this one has 2 bottles of rosé, so I have to get to work on that. So today, because this is a recorded episode, we don't have a Q&A section. But if there's any questions that we feel like Corey or Hannah that didn't really get covered in our demos, we should talk about those now. I feel like you guys were super helpful at explaining everything. Corey, I wanted to ask you, with Charlie's haircut, is it possible to do that on like a lot of different textures or thicknesses or like that, or is it work for a certain texture or not other?
I think it works best for fine hair. Honestly, I have 2 nephews. One has thick hair, one has fine hair. And on the thick hair, it's just not like it's huge. So if you have thicker hair, I would switch. I would do a 3.5 on the sides and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would switch to a 5, go against the grain and do the top. And then Hannah, to your question earlier, you can blend the sides, parietal ridge, up with a 4. And that'll marry the 5 to the 3.5. And it's actually a really cute, like, summer buzz cut. It doesn't make them look sick or anything. It's really, really a good alternative.
Cool. That's really helpful, actually, because I think there's a lot of people that would want to go that route as well.
Yep, sure.
Totally.
Charlie would look like a WWE wrestler if I did that to him, because he has like this sprouts. And it really, if it's too short, it's not cute.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hannah, I wanted to ask you, with the haircut that you gave Ella, is that something that you could do like on a shorter bob? Or is that a different haircut? How would you approach that?
It's the same thing. You know, it's a one length. So the one length can translate anywhere from like a bob. I mean, even my haircut length to all the way down to like a long haircut. I would say if your kid has super thick hair and say their hair's right here, I'd probably try and like, for right now, just keep it around that length instead of going to here and having it like triangle out. Like the longer it gets, you'll have more weight to it. So it'll like weigh it down and not get so Christmas tree looking.
That makes total sense.
But yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
I would say both of these haircuts today apply to both genders. I've seen a lot of little boys with long hair and a lot of little girls with short hair, and I love all of it.
That's a
So,
great point.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
pick your cut and go with it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So if we don't have any more questions, I'm gonna just wrap up. Oh, hi, Charlie.
Charlie. He's dusting.
So if you have been watching We Are Here For You, you like it, please like, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do. We really appreciate you. Next week, we have a cool episode. It's gonna be about hair color. So a lot of hairstylists are going back to work now, but it is gonna take some time to get back into your stylist probably, or if you don't feel comfortable going into a salon. We're gonna tackle about how you do a root touch-up, things you can do at home to get you by. So that's gonna be a really awesome episode. Don't miss it. And I think that's it. So again, all of the tools that you saw today are on our website. And if you have any product questions or want to buy a product from us, there's also links on our website to do that as well. So I'm going to share a screen here that can help you
Thanks for watching.
find those
Thank
things.
you.
Except I can't find the screen. So we're not going to do that right now.
The best hair days are yet to come.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.